Okay, here's a brief video to help you with assembly. So right now I have one leg grounded. So you right click and make sure that it is grounded. The rest of them are free floating, so everything can move around. I've got some other parts in here. You don't need to have those in there just yet. I'm not sure why that's showing up as grounded. I don't want it grounded. Alright, that one should be the only one that's grounded. Okay. So we've got one leg that's grounded, and we want to arrange the other legs to kind of move together with that first grounded leg. First thing I'm going to do is make the top of all of these legs flush. I could make the bottom of all of them flush. It'd be the same thing. So I go up here to constraint, and I can mate or I can flush. Flush is going to put the two surfaces next to each other on the same plane. Mate is going to make the two surfaces face each other. So we want to flush because I don't want the top of this leg to face the top of this leg. That would flip this leg upside down. Actually, I'm just going to show you what that would look like. So if I click there and click there, it puts the leg upside down if it's a mate. We want it to be flush. So I'm going to flush it. And I don't want it to move, so I'm just going to flush it from over here. Okay, so now the tops of those are even. Even though it may not look like it, it's just the view that we're using. I'm going to do another flush from that first leg. So now all four legs are on the same plane across the top of them. So if I go here to my right side view, the top of those legs is all even. It may not be even left to right, but we're going to get there. So this surface should be flush with this surface. So that's going to move the leg back. This surface should be flush with this surface on this leg. Keep in mind my legs are already rotated the right direction. And the outside of this leg with the outside of that leg. So if your legs aren't already facing the right direction, you just have to visualize which side of the leg is going to be on the outside of the table. And that should get you where you need to be. Or which side of the leg is on the inside of the table. So instead of, I could rotate this around and do the outside of this leg and the outside of this leg, or I could do the inside of this leg and the inside of this leg. Since I'm already rotated this way, I'm just going to do the insides. Apply, and now my legs should move together. They do. It's good. Now I'm going to start to add in some of these rails. So first of all, I want the rails to move together because it's going to make it easier for me to put them on the legs. So I'm going to flush the end of the two rails because they should be at the same plane. And I'm going to flush the top of both rails. Now those two rails will move together. They're not quite the same distance apart, but they move together in and out. I want to set, I could do a flush from the side of this to the side of the leg, and again there's like 50 different ways that you could do this, but this is just one. I think it's the simplest because I don't have to rotate the screen around, but there's a little more math. I could do a mate from the side of the tenon right here to the inside of the mortise. I could do that. That would be a mate because that surface would be facing this surface. But I'm going to do a flush. So the flush is going to go here to here. But if I zoom in, it's not actually completely flush. It needs to be offset so that it lines up with the hole. That offset distance, because his leg is 1.5 inches and this is 3/4, is going to be 0.375. And there it moves to the inside or the middle of the leg. Now if it went the wrong way, like this, all I need to do then is put a minus in front of it or take the minus away. So the minus is just going to change the direction that it offsets. I apply that, and that piece is set. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Offset 0.375. And I can flush the top of these to the top of the leg. I can apply that. And then the only one left that I have, because they're moving together, is the shoulder here and the face of the leg. And that's going to be a mate. Apply that. And those two are attached at that end. And then I can do the same thing on this end. So I'm going to do a shoulder right there, the shoulder of the tenon. Rotate around and click on the face of the leg. Apply. And you're going to put all your parts together just like that. Okay?